Hey, Grubgun here. I'm back. This time with a diabetes update. I mean, how exciting is that for you that you're going to get my diabetes update? But this may help you, the home viewer. I guess it was like 2 years ago now. I was diagnosed with diabetes. So I was having all the symptoms, blah, 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 pissing like a fucking racehorse, insatiable thirst, feeling like complete fucking trash, like run down, fucking memory failing, my fucking eyesight was all fucked up. Like, I was just a wreck, right? So I found out I was diabetic. So go to the doctor and he's like, hey, we're gonna put you on this fucking pill, right? Metformin. This is what they do. They stick you on metformin, no matter what. And so I'm on metformin, and he gives me the fucking blood testing gimmick. Where is it? I had it here a second ago. He gives me the fucking blood testing gimmick machine, right? And it's like, okay, we want you to keep checking your blood and make sure your blood sugar's going down or whatever. Very briefly, the metformin worked, right? But then again, I changed my diet completely. Like, no more fucking carbs at all. No more cake. No more fucking dough of any description. No bread. No pasta. No rice. No fucking no sugar. So, like, I cut all of that out of my thing. Started fucking exercising right away. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be the fat piece of shit who just takes metformin and it's diabetic. Don't change my lifestyle and shit, or am I gonna fucking be proactive? Whoops. And fucking try and get better. So I did the proactive thing. Metformin, checking my blood. Briefly fucking starts to change, right? And plus, you go for the blood test, the fasting blood test and whatever, and they check some kind of HSL or something. I don't know what the fuck they check. Anyway, a bunch of shit. And so they're like, okay, so blah, blah, blah. They give me this metformin. Twice a day I'm taking. One pill twice a day. Then all of a sudden, I go in for my blood test 3 months later, and it it's not really working. You know what I mean? I'm getting healthier personally, and it's balancing my blood sugar, but it's not like fucking dropping it. It's keeping it from spiking up, but it's not fucking fixing it. But then again, my diet fucking helped a lot. So like, it was lower, I was okay because they were like, oh, it's getting better, but we're gonna double your dose. So it's 2 metformin twice a day. So 4, that's max, right? So I keep taking that shit, and it's all well and good. And like every 3 months, they send me in for fucking blood test. I'm checking my blood, you know, twice a day or whatever. And it's not really going down. But the thing is, every time I went in with concerns, like, oh, my blood sugar's still really fucking high. I'm walking around with 16, 17. They're like, well, that's not bad, but it's not very good. So we're going to put you on this new pill, right? New, not new, because this is what they do. This is what they fucking do. And they stick me on fucking glyburide, right? Now this glyburide shit, it's supposed to make your pancreas fucking... It's supposed to make your pancreas produce insulin, right? So, like a normal person, who isn't diabetic, if they took half of one of those glyburide pills, they would pass out. They would get hypoglycemic. Their fucking pancreas would produce so much insulin, their blood sugar would drop, and they would pass out. So I'm on one of those, well, 2 a day, right? One in the morning, one at night. Going for a blood test does nothing. Literally does nothing. My pancreas is fucking shot. It doesn't fucking produce insulin anymore, right? But they're just like, oh, well, we'll just up the dose. So I'm like, oh, fine, up the dose, whatever. Maybe this will help. Doesn't bring it down. My diet still is different. This is like a year in. And it's like, fucking nothing's happening. Every time I go in with concerns, they're like, we'll see what happens. Sometimes it takes a while for it to change. By the way, this is like a walk-in clinic, right? So these doctors give a fuck about me like nothing, right? They don't give a shit. They're like a fucking veterinarian. They're seeing so many fucking things a day. They're just like, yeah, your turtle's sick. Go home. And it's like, fuck, okay, fine. So up the dose. It's not working. So I end up going for a blood test, and like this is recently. This is like what fucking 8 months ago or whatever. Go for a blood test, and my levels of this one thing, I want to say histine, but that's not right. But my levels of something or other in my blood were so high that the doctor's office fucking phoned the paramedics, and the paramedics came to my house and were like, "Oh yeah, well your levels were so high that we thought you were dead." And I'm like, "Fuck, are you kidding me? What?" So this had me really concerned. Like, so the metformin's not working, the glyceride's not working. There's only fucking one place you can go after metformin and glyceride, and they're like, "Oh, type 2 diabetes," which I was diagnosed with, it rarely turns into type 1 diabetes for people of your age. And I'm like, you're talking shit, right? So, needless to say, I go to the doctor. I go to the fucking emergency. I go and check myself into fucking emergency. Because I'm freaked out at this point. When the fucking paramedics show up at your house, I'm freaked out. I'm like, okay, I'm dying. I'm actually legit dying, right? Like, and then, so, while I'm at emergency, they don't let me out. They check my blood, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, your blood's fucking mega fucking high." So, they don't let me out until I talk to fucking specialists. I talk to a fucking endocrinologist, the top endocrinologist at Vancouver General Hospital. I end up talking to him. And he's like, "Okay, Jeremy, listen, we're going to get you in a fucking appointment like in 2 weeks or whatever, and you go for full blood test." And when I was at emergency, they checked my blood. They drew like at least 10 vials of blood, right? Did full blood work on me. They're like, "Listen, you're fucked. Like, seriously, you're type, you need to be on the fucking needle. You're type 1. Like, I don't know why they kept fucking giving you fucking, at the doctor's office, they just kept pumping fucking metformin into you, because it's not going to work, right? I don't even know what metformin does, to be honest. Like, I think it's just to remind you you're diabetic, because I don't think it works. I don't think it does anything. But I mean, that's just me. I'm stupid, right? So I go see the fucking specialist, and I walk into the office, and he's like, "Okay, well, we looked at your blood, stuff like that, and basically you're diabetic." And he hands me the fucking Basel-Glar fucking pen. He's like, "Okay, what I want you to do is give yourself 10 cc's or units of this today, and then check your blood. And then every day, I want you to up it by 2 cc's until your blood sugar is 8, because 8 is acceptable for a fucking diabetic, type 1 diabetic. Not 5. 5 is ideal for a normal person, but like 5 to 8, 8 is good, right? Considering I've been walking around with 28, 8 is good." So he gives me the pen. So I start shooting myself up with the old pen, and it's fucking working. But the problem with it is it works, that's all day. Yeah, I give myself a shot before I go to sleep, and I wake up, and my blood sugar's like 6 or 7. Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's 4, right? I don't know why. I'm not a fucking doctor. But sometimes it's 4. And I know it's 4 because my fucking hands are shaking, and my legs are all sweaty, and I'm kind of restless. So I know what really low blood sugar feels like. So anyway, this is working, right? I'm a fucking type 1 diabetic, but like, hey, my body's actually like fucking functioning. Well, my body's not functioning. That's making my body think that my pancreas is functioning. Anyway. But it's still like, it's 5 or 6, 7, but then it'll go up and hover around 13 or 14 for the whole day. So I go back to my endocrinologist, and he's like, "Yeah, no, that's that's okay. Your blood sugar's gone down. We'll keep monitoring it, and we'll keep fucking checking things out. Just keep taking your metformin and glyceride, even though they're not doing anything. Keep taking them, like I said, just to keep you fucking reminded that, you're fucking diabetic." And so, needless to say, I talked to fucking a nutritionist, And I tell the nutritionist what I'm eating and how I'm eating and exercising and shit like that. And that my blood sugar goes up to about 14 or 15 and hangs there all day. You know, maybe it sometimes is even 18, right? And this isn't good, but it's better than fucking, you know, the fact that I'm on the Basaglar fucking shit. It's keeping it low. So, needless to say, the nutritionist is like, okay, you know, talk to your endocrinologist again and see what he says, because the fact that it hovers up there, I think what we're going to have to do is put you on fast acting insulin, because what that does is you take it when you eat and you avoid blood sugar spikes, right? So I'm like, yeah, that sounds alright. You know what I mean? That's alright. And needless to say, so I talked to my fucking endocrinologist, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put you on fucking fast acting insulin and give 10 units with each meal, and check your blood like fucking multiple times a day, you know, before the meal and after, just to make sure it's doing its thing. And you know, sometimes you won't need it and sometimes you will. And so there, I was on vacation when I got diagnosed. I came back and now I'm on fucking dog insulin. I think they get this out of dogs. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're dogs. They somehow they like squeeze a dog, and this comes out. I think that's what it is. But like, so anyway, I start taking this with every meal, and sure enough, my fucking blood sugar goes down. And it stays down. It's staying down to like 5, 6, 7. But even still, remember, 5 to 8 is like okay. And it's staying down. And they took me off the glyburide because it's not fucking doing anything. So now my pancreas isn't even fucking... It's not being forced to like try to work. It's just dead. There's just a dead pancreas down there somewhere, just hanging out, doing nothing. So I'm on the fucking long-acting insulin, which sometimes I don't have to take, because at night I'll check my blood sugar and it'll be 7. So why would I take this if I don't need it, right? So now this is just a like sometimes thing, and I take this, and sure, sometimes it's still 10 or 11, but like it's never spiking up to fucking high levels because of the dog insulin, right? So needless to say, and this is the thing, like, you know, a lot of people are like, being diabetic sucks, right? It's fucking it's not. It doesn't suck. It's good. It's fucking science fixing your fucking fucked up stupid pancreas, right? So let science do its thing. And I mean, like, this is like $25 for fucking 5 of them. These are like $25 for 5. This thing lasts me fucking, this one panel lasts me like fucking 2.5 weeks. So, and this'll last me, this is only 10 a day, like 2 or 3 times a day. Depends, you see, because if I check my blood and it's fucking 6, I'm not going to take fast acting insulin. You know what I mean? You know, or if it's 6 before I go to bed, I'm not going to take this. And, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all by feel. It's all by learning, right? So, needless to say, like I said, you know, if science is going to fucking fix you, let science fix you. And, I'm kind of happy that, you know, even though you get on the needle, you know, and your lifestyle has to change a bit, it's not the end of the world. But the thing is here's the thing. If your doctor's telling you that you fucking diabetic, or you're pre-diabetic, or you're like type fucking 2 diabetic, you fucking check your blood all the fucking time. Don't trust their fucking, and every 3 months we'll send you in for blood work and shit like that. You get one of these fucking things and you test your fucking blood. And if it's 15, 16, 17, and it stays that way, you're fucking, and the pills ain't fucking doing anything, you're fucking type 1 diabetic. Don't spend a year and a half fucking taking pills that aren't doing anything like I did. Tell your doctor, like, what the fuck? Like, seriously? Like, you're gonna fucking leave me hanging on fucking metformin and glyburide? It's not gonna fucking do anything. If I had known, I would have been on the needle from the fucking start. So, you know, this is the thing. Don't waste time, because it's your body's a wreck. Like, it's a fucking. They keep telling me, oh no, it's an autoimmune disease. Yeah, great. So it's not just like something fun, It's not like you've got fucking dandruff or something. This is bad for you. But anyway, do your due diligence. Diabetes isn't a bad thing. It's fucking, it can be fucking, you don't have to change that much, and what you do have to change, you should be changing anyway, because it's probably shitty for you. So anyway, a little bit of diabetes update. So, this is Grubgun. Signing out.